football down in this part of the world, we know what you mean when you say the F word. Football, that would be. We've been invaded the last couple of weeks by people from over yonder for the FIFA World Cup. And it's wrapping up Sunday. The championship will be in New York. I guess it would be technically in New Jersey, there at MetLife Stadium. And one of the neat things about the World Cup coming to America is the fact that people from all over the world have perhaps come to this country for the first time. And although the United States bowed out a few days back, there's still a lot of people visiting. There's a lot of excitement. And the neat thing that's happened with the World Cup coming to America is a renewal. And it's a renewal for people like me and hopefully for people like you, that things we take for granted here in this country, others from places all over the world have come here and have grown to love what we take for granted every day. And that's why on the Y'all Show, I want to take a few minutes and thank our international visitors that have come to this country, specifically to Dixie, and have kind of made us realize we are pretty badass. And the South specifically is pretty freaking awesome, if you don't mind me saying so. And you probably have seen, if you're on social media, all kinds of videos from visitors from around the world that have come here and gone to our southern institutions, if you will, and have taken in the sights and are they're just blown away by things like free refills. You don't get that. I've been to Europe. You know, when you go to Europe and you get a soft drink, you're lucky to get any kind of ice. You're lucky to get ice in anything. And we load you up here. Heck, we got a deal in this country. You can just go get your own drinks and refill as much as you want. You can eat all kinds of things. This country's pretty freaking cool. And we've been taking it on the chin for a long time, primarily from those who live amongst us. And here at the Y'all Show, we're here to lift our chins up and be proud that we're a rebel because the South's going to do it again. Yes, I hope that happens, but I know America's doing it again. And people are coming here and they're tired of hearing the anti-Trump stuff. And they're realizing, America all over the world is not exactly beloved. But if you come here and witness it, again, it's a special place. And here on this show, we promote the Southern aspect. So let me go. I'm sure I could have pulled a million different videos to show you. But here's an example of an Atlanta Waffle House that has attracted people from all over. Of course, the Atlanta-based company Waffle House is a definite Southern institution. And I'm going to play a little clip here from WSB-TV in Atlanta as FIFA fans are experiencing Waffle House for the first time. And they'll line up in long lines in the middle of the day to get their scattered, smothered, and covered, and a whole lot more. Here's a little sample of that TV interview.
Just in case I had anything. He's one of many flocking to the downtown Atlanta Waffle House by Centennial Olympic Park to buy the restaurant's new FIFA World Cup and 4th of July inspired merchandise.
Excited to get in there and buy some jerseys, maybe a flag.
With the restaurant's proximity to FIFA Fan Fest, a crowd from all over the world has been introduced to Atlanta's covered and smothered fare of breakfast foods.
I didn't know Waffle House at all, but it was great. Great food, and especially it was affordable for us.
Timo Fritz is visiting from Germany and has eaten at Waffle House all 3 days that he's been in town for the World Cup, though he's less inclined to wait in the merch line.
To be honest, I find the idea crazy that you're buying merchandise stuff from a chain like Waffle House. It's not quite common in German.
It may be crazy, but it's
All right, that's Waffle House getting some love from our friends from Deutschland. And I like how he said Waffle House. I'm not sure that Waffle House isn't better than the waffles I've had when I've been in Deutschland and Belgium as well. That's Waffle House getting some love. How about this scene from one of the airports as the Norwegian fans have come in and had a good time? That's pretty neat. That is pretty neat. But also, we've got other great institutions like Buc-ees. How about this pretty cool graphic Buc-ees put out? Buc-ees wins the FIFA World Cup. Huh, that's pretty good. And look, I stopped by, or tried to stop by Buc-ees the other day. It may be their most east Buc-ees they've got. Florence SC, to be specific. I couldn't even get in the parking lot. There was so many cars trying to get in there. Of course, it's just off of Interstate 95, and all the north-south travelers going from Yankee land to Florida, that's, I think, the first Buc-ees they come to. I decided to turn around and go somewhere else for my gasoline and snacks. Didn't go to that particular Buc-ees. But yes, Buc-ees, you've probably seen lots of videos. They are beloved by all these international visitors. Shout out Buc-ees, Texas, for what you've done to spice things up across the Southland to world travelers. And then lastly, how about this guy? Speaking of the Lone Star State, this Japanese fan trying Texas barbecue for the first time. And I thought I'd play this for you here for a sec.
So good. I'm happier than a pig in a mud.
Happier than a pig in mud. Again, there are all kinds of videos on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok of all these people that have come here in the last few weeks. And I just wanted to point out that the South, I think, led the way with our great choices like Waffle House, Bass Pro Shops, lots of videos of these international visitors going and actually staying at some of the Bass Pro Shops that have hotels like the one in Memphis, and just having a good time and getting a real glimpse of America that they don't normally even know about. For a lot of international people, they think America is New York City. And we know the South is not New York City, and we're an awesome place to come visit. All parts of the South, the big cities of the South, the country roads, the lakes, the beaches, the mountains, and more. And if you are just seeing this and you haven't made it to America, and specifically the South yet, and you're an international viewer or listener, please come. Please come to places like Alabama, Mississippi. Go to Arkansas, go to North Carolina, go to places that you may not know much about. And if you've got any questions, hit us up here, y'allshow@y'all.com, and I'll be happy to help you out and happy to point you in a good direction, because we don't really have travel agents like we used to. So perhaps we'll just come up with an awesome Southern tour that mixes barbecue and great entertainment options and just the warmth. That's one of the other great things I saw when I said a renewal that the World Cup has brought to people that live here, like me, like you, is that people appreciate kindness and talking. You know, in a lot of parts of the world, they don't say hello. They certainly don't say, hey, y'all, how you doing? They don't have any eye contact. And this whole World Cup has made people realize the South specifically, and America as a whole, is a normal, nice place. And it's a lot better to live life with a smile than to be, avoiding people. And so thank you, World Cup. I don't care who wins come Sunday. I think the South and America are the real winners. And kudos to all those like Johnny from the FIFA organization that's been dealing with President Trump for a decade on this, for giving America and our southern cities like Atlanta, Dallas, and Miami, even Kansas City's had some FIFA matches, giving us a chance to be part of that equation and showing off our southern hospitality. Pretty darn cool. Again, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. That's how we build this audience internationally. This is the Y'all Show. I'm John. Thanks for tuning in.